today, myself, Amber, Lizzie, and Liza is on her way back in.
And Cynthia is in the background for the first time, so she can add in a thought or two if you want it. She is here. Amber, continue, please.
We have a very special guest today from the Hyatt in Kent Island. She is in charge of all things special events and event coordination, and we're very excited to have her here.
Mm-hmm. So excited. I feel like we've been talking about it for like about a month now, I think is when we met with you, because we went in March, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do the walkthrough.
Well, as soon as we met, I definitely knew we needed to talk to you on the podcast.
Yeah.
I am so honored and happy to be here today. So I am Hannah Warsh. I am the Director of Sales and Marketing for Hyatt Place Kent Narrows and Marina. And I felt the same way about you guys. As soon as you asked me to come on, as soon as we met, I knew that there was a connection there. And then to find out that all the different elements that you guys do at Wildly Native is so much fun. So then I'm happy that this is my first ever podcast.
We can check it off your bucket list that you didn't know that you needed.
List. Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. So I would love for you to tell us a little bit about your background and history and kind of how you got to be where you are today, because I feel like in the event world, there's so many times that people just automatically think of weddings as, tented events.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like some of the focus on some of these, I don't want to say finer buildings, but different.
More like my gosh, I can't speak. Specialty venues, hotels, things like that. Because I feel like the hotel to like venue ratio has kind of like shifted over the years,
Mm-hmm.
but you guys are still like separate in your own way.
Yeah.
Like, so
It's a clean space.
yes.
It's got cool carpet, which, I'm always like, ooh,
Yeah,
look at the carpet.
And the chandeliers, of course. The chandeliers
Super cool chandeliers. Yeah.
But I would love to hear a little bit about how what you do is different and how you got to be where you are.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it comes down to my personal experience in the hotel world that has really cultivated my love for hotel sales and marketing, and events as well. I joined Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. I actually live in Lewis, Delaware. I'm born and raised in Delaware. Went to University of Delaware, moved to New York City for a short stint where I worked in the men's fashion industry, and then was like, you know what, I'm coming home, but I wasn't ready to go back to Newark, Delaware. I decided I'm going to move to the beach for a temporary job, and I landed at the front desk at Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. And through years of experience and mentorship with the wonderful company that I work for, which is called TKO Hospitality, I have found a path and career in hotel sales and events. So worked for those properties at the Delaware beaches for the past 7 years. And in October, I was promoted to become the Director of Sales and Marketing here in Kent Narrows. So we have this beautiful 120-room hotel with 7,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor event space, which is pretty unique to a Hyatt Place.
Yeah, it is.
Hyatt Places traditionally are smaller select service hotels that don't have square footage to host weddings and events like social gatherings.
Kind of like the one down in Cambridge, right? Because the Hyatt in Cambridge it's the Hyatt Regency?
It's a Regency, so
a
much even bigger product, and that's what
that's massive,
and they're awesome. The team over there is fantastic, and they have their specialty markets as well. And the cool thing about them is a Regency is a full service, and so full service hotels are used to having that type of square footage, culinary teams, and we are lucky to share a similarity in just a much smaller scale. So our space, and we kind of talked about this, Lizzie, at our bridal show this past weekend, we had a smaller amount of people because our ballroom really is meant to accommodate 130 to 150 people. So when you have these events, it really gives you a nice intimate feel.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where we fit into our world here. We're the first Hyatt place in Kent Narrows, which is awesome. It's a small little hotel market. We don't have too many in this small vicinity, but the product has been a great fit for both social guests, transient guests, just the everyday traveler to large groups and special events like weddings. So,
well, the most intriguing part about your hotel is the fact that like you have a view that's not just a view of like the highway or the road, but like the water next to it. Because I feel like sometimes people say like, oh, there's a waterfront view, but then you have like a highway and like a peak of the water next to it. You have like not only the water, but you have like the water and the natural beauty with it, because you have watermen like right up the street from it, but you don't have like the city in the background. Like you are truly in an immersive space, and then on top of it, the restaurants next door, and then it's all connected, and you've got like flow and all of that. So it was really cool walking through with you and getting that perspective of like, because I remember when Mom walked in, we were in the where the food is.
The
concierge.
lobby, like the lobby and gallery area where we serve breakfast in the morning.
Yep. It's not like it didn't feel like a hotel when we walked in. Like it felt like someone's kitchen, but just massive.
I know, I agree. And that's the coolest thing is the whole backside of this hotel is water view. So half of our hotel rooms all overlook the water. And it's exactly where the sun sets every night. So we get to see that every day. You walk out, like if let's say I have a stressful day at work, which happens rarely, I'll say in events, right? It's a joke. But let's say I have a stressful day at work and I just walk outside and I see that sunset every single night. Like it's hard to replace.
And it's an unobstructed sunset view.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's the best thing. So, thinking about what we're able to offer our guests in some kind of special experience, whether it's a wedding, whether it's a corporate meeting, it just really gives you this retreat style feel in a coastal town. So I'm pumped to be here. It's been awesome learning about Kent Narrows and all the surrounding areas. And this hotel hasn't even touched the surface of what it can do and where we can go. With the team here and everyone working together for the big picture of creating this awesome retreat town that is, like you said, wonderful restaurants in walking distance. We have the crab deck right next door. We have Fisherman's Inn walking distance. On the other side of the bridge is Dock House, and all of that is this big picture of Fisherman's Village and creating a destination for people to come away and enjoy and really see what Maryland has to offer. So,
it's a true Maryland feel.
It really is. And I'm lucky. So like I said, born and raised in Delaware, but my mom's from Maryland. So I've grown up with my mom has huge admiration for her hometown, and my parents met at the Naval Academy. And it's I think I told you this when we did our tour. It's hysterical to my parents that I've somehow landed 25 minutes away from where they met and I live in Lewis, Delaware. So it's funny, but it makes me feel connected too. It gives me the little piece to make me feel at home in this new area to me. So it's cool.
Hey guys, Lizzie here. I bet you didn't know this about me, but I am gluten-free, and one of the things that I struggle with is going to the grocery store and finding the foods that fit my dietary needs. What I have been doing for the past couple of months is ordering from Hungry Root. Now, Hungry Root is an online company where you can order groceries off of their website. It's full of produce, crackers, cookies, to muffins, to meats, and all the different types of snacks and things like that. They have made my life so much easier in the process of finding foods that fit my dietary needs. There are filters that you can adjust, such as non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, paleo, different preferences and things like that. So what they have done for us, because they're such a generous company, the Hungry Root team has given us a 40% off discount code on your first box. So if you use the code FLOWER40, and that's capital FLOWER 40 at checkout, you will get 40% off your first box. I'm so excited to team up with these guys. They've made such an impact on my life in the morning and to my day-to-day life, and I hope you experience the exact same thing that I do. All of the information will be linked down below, including the link to where it should already be pre-applied to your cart when you hit the link and go to their website, and I will also add the code at the bottom for easy access in our show notes. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and enjoy your first box through Hungry Road.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I know. I think the question was about the ballroom, but here we are.
No, this is it's what it's for. It's why it's a podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it's a different vibe. Like,
Yeah.
and even watching you guys within the short time that we were there on Sunday, like your team communicates really well with each other.
That's cool.
Like you could tell that you guys have like a little family there. Even the
We
people at
do.
the front desk, like
Yeah.
it wasn't like, oh, you can't go talk to them. It was all like level headed, and you guys were very put together. So it was
that
really
means
cool.
a lot, because I firmly believe that this place would not run without the people within it, right? Like at the end of the day, these are just walls, and what our job here and what my job is specifically is to create an amazing guest experience from the first time that they pick up the phone and call us and hope to host a very special event with us, especially if it is wedding related. Like, it's one of the biggest days of their life, and what an honor it is for us to be a part of it. But I couldn't do that just by myself. There's so many other team members. I'm lucky to have a wonderful sales team. I have a coordinator and a catering sales manager, Charlene and Jessica, who help from the conception of the event all the way through. I wouldn't have been able to do Sunday without them, the bridal show. And then on top of it, we have a wonderful operations counterparts from a culinary executive chef and a team, and then banquet managers and a food and beverage manager, and then front office. And so having this large team where we all work together and communicate, just like you guys, you couldn't do it without each other, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like, that's my favorite part about working in the hotel industry is the human connection and relationship building. So
I think one of the neatest things that I saw on Saturday was watching
Sunday.
The weekend.
It's all a blur.
I don't know my name some days. Today would be one of those days. But I think one of the neatest things is, I mean, let's be realistic. We do flower installs, and some people view that as a very, I don't want to say, you're a worker kind of thing, but you get to see people in different spaces and how they treat each other. The folks at your facility, even down to your waiters who were walking through with hors d'oeuvres and all of that kind of stuff, they never skipped a beat. They treated everybody with a smile. They were kind to each other. They truly enjoyed being there, and they were proud to describe what they were carrying on their trays. And I'm not talking about like nice little old ladies. I'm talking about like everybody who they interacted with.
Yeah.
They were kind and polite, and you don't always see that. You see people who are annoyed. You see people who are, walking around and just irritated. Like
they're just for the money.
Yeah.
They're getting a paycheck, not there to provide an experience.
Yeah.
And it was such a different sensation this past weekend.
Good. See, that's what everyone keeps saying too, is the energy in the room was amazing, and everything kind of just flowed really nicely. And that's exactly what we wanted to create, because I firmly believe that that's how we manage all of our events here. That was just another way of showing what we can do on this property, and how the team really comes together when it's time to perform. And that's our job. That's what we're here to do. And it's fun to us. And I'm glad that it reads that way, because at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. We actually do enjoy what we're doing. So.
So you've been at other facilities, and you actually, I know, started kind of from the ground up.
Yeah.
What is one of your favorite moments that you've experienced in this industry?
Oh gosh, that's such a great question. Well, I've been lucky enough to be a part of a hotel from the point where it was, at one point it was an event center, and that was there for 70 plus years. And the lovely people I work for came in and did a complete renovation of that event center. And so I got to see a hotel go from 130 rooms to adding an addition to become 145 rooms, and then adding an addition to have over 20,000 square feet of flexible indoor and outdoor event space, right? Mm-hmm. So that, I was a part of Hyatt Place Dewey Beach and the Lighthouse Cove Event Center for 7.5 years of my life, basically. And it was a really transformative time for me in my young adult life. I walked in the doors at 23 and I left those doors at 30. And I think about all that had happened in that time, and the people that I've met, and the clients that I've walked away with, and the friendships and mentorship that I've gained from everyone that I've worked with over those years. And really, like, the overall picture that I walk away with and what keeps me going every single day. And I have found that here as well. And I can't wait to watch this property continue to grow as we all work together as a team. But it's the relationships that I've built. It's hands down my favorite thing. I've been lucky enough to work with clients in Dewey and Lewis that I have now brought over here, and they want to do an event with me here. And that's the coolest thing, is because they've trusted me and my company enough to work with us over and over again. And that's what it really comes down to. And as simple as it is it's really watching the client see their event come to life. Mm-hmm. So we get to, in the sales office, work with a client for over a year. They might be planning the biggest day of their life, a wedding. They might be planning a conference, but all that hard work that they do over X amount of time, we then compile all that information, get all that information from them, work with our operations team to make their vision come true. And that's been the coolest thing. Is I wish I counted how many events I've been a part of, but the number is high. And I can tell you, there is so many of them that I still remember and I have personal relationships with to this day. So I think that's what it comes down to, is this industry and what I do for a living has brought some of the best people into my life. And I think that's my favorite part.
So if you had to talk about an experience that you've had over time and you wish that your clients knew about, like what's something that you wish every client knew before working with you guys?
I think that I hope that all clients know that they are their own individual to us, and their needs are just as important as the next client. And we will take that experience and replicate it with every single person, where we're going to continue to build a relationship with you. We are going to, it's not just a transactional thing. We care enough, and we want to show our clients that we truly believe in their vision and we want to make it happen. And we're lucky enough to do that for our living. So that's what's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like it just, I don't know, not, how do I want to word this? I'm mumbling. I know that you're like in hospitality, but it's like you have to have that kind of personality to be able to be in that world anyway. So it was very warm in there, even though it's all cool colors in there. Very warm feeling.
There you go. I like it. You have to go with the coastal design, and that's what you all were saying when you came for a tour. It's just a beautifully designed hotel.
Yeah.
But you're right. You're right. You have to have that personality. And I'm back to relationship building in hotel walls. I met my husband in this industry, right? So, and he's left the industry, and he'll be mad at me for saying this, but it is that you have to have a personality type to work in the service industry. And Colin found out that was not the route for him. He's in the exact role he needs to be in, and it's perfect for him. But like, how lucky am I that I got to meet my husband by doing my job and the people that you come across every single day in these hotels. And then I get to meet cool people like you too. So you you build relationships with the people you never expect to. Right? We're both in our own line of business, and somehow, some way, and they've crossed paths, and we can help each other, and that's what's the coolest thing. My favorite part.
So the event industry is busy, intense, demanding, rewarding, all of the things.
Exhausting.
What is your favorite way to relax?
Oh, we love it. Okay, I am a social butterfly. So the way that I recharge my battery is by surrounding myself with my friends and family. Like my mom's my best friend. We'll go hang out. We'll go eat breakfast together, and we'll just sit, or catching up with some of my friends that live at home. That's how I recharge. Going for a walk. I am a beach bum, so I'm lucky enough to live at the beach. So I will, every single day I have off in the summertime, I will be on the beach for at least 2 hours if I can. Whether it's just like if I get a quick moment in the morning and I can just go sit there for a little bit, that's what I'm doing. So that's definitely how I recharge. But I love eating and drinking. I'm a big foodie, so I love to go out and go to restaurants with my husband, and that's where I really find the best way to like catch up with your people, right? Is usually over a meal. And I love having the opportunity just to sit with my people and see what's going on in their life and catch up with them in that way.
Like focus all your attention like towards them. It's not like you're seeing them in the grocery store.
Right. Something social like that. So
it sounds like regardless of if you're working or just in your social life, you just enjoy making connections and carrying those people with you no matter where you go.
That's true. It's so true. And that's how cool it is that I found an industry and a career path that I get to do that all day long. It is exhausting though.
If there was somebody who wanted to get into that industry, what advice would you give to 23-year-old you?
Yeah. Oh, great question. Don't be afraid to try anything. Where I came from and the picture I had for myself when I was graduating college at 22 is totally different than what I'm doing today. Like completely different. I studied fashion merchandising. I worked in the fashion closet at Esquire magazine for a short period of time, and I loved it. But it wasn't what I was meant to do because I landed in Delaware and I tried something completely different. And it's given me so much, and it's been so rewarding that if you would have told me at 22 when I was graduating and walking at the University of Delaware that I'd be a hotel director of sales, I don't know what I would think because it's a totally different career path, but it was exactly it was exactly the job that I was meant to do and where I'm meant to be. And like I said, it's brought me so much. And I owe a lot of that. I really owe a lot of that to the company I work for, right? And the mentorship that I've found in the company that I am lucky to be a part of for so long, that they saw something in me and they gave me every single opportunity to grow and find my own path, but also gave me all the tools I needed to succeed.
Yeah, well. like they were there for you, but you were also 100%. There for them in a sense.
Yeah, and you know what? That's so funny too, as you say that. I remember when I was making this decision to move to Kent Narrows and come to this hotel versus the other team that I was on. The president of the company said something like that to me. It was like I was trying to express my appreciation, and it's hard to put into words sometimes when people have done so much for you. And I was trying to express my appreciation, and I said something along the lines of I'm so thankful for all the opportunities you've given me and everything you've done for me. And his response was, "You've done the same for us." And like it's just a moment of like extreme appreciation for each other and that at the end of the day, the people you work for really can become your people and your circle and your friends and family. So it's back to it. The human connection is really what keeps me going and makes me proud to be a part of something so much bigger than just me and the buildings that I work in. Right.
It's not just four walls to you.
It's not just four walls. It's like home.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool. And then that on top of it, like my job is to sell that. Like my job is to sell that. And it makes it really easy to sell a property and a vision when you care the way that I feel like I do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just been extremely rewarding in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm. I'll make a comment, and don't think in like a bad way about it. But when we went and did the tour in March, I really thought that it was just gonna be, oh, well, this is this and this is that. Meanwhile, I had no idea who you were, what you looked like. All I know that we're gonna go meet you.
Yeah.
And then when we were walking outside and you were talking about like the flagstone patio and the furniture and like all the things that were going on, I was like, wow, she really likes this.
Yeah.
She really likes her job. Like,
no,
this is
so
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like it left a good taste in our mouths. And like when we came to you on Sunday, I was like, oh, it's just like, it's Hannah. Like, we're good. Like,
yeah.
No,
it's like old friends.
Like, stress. Yeah.
Yeah. And but that's how, again, like that's just how I operate, I think. And it's but it's easy to make connections in that sense. Like with people like you, the same thing. Like I feel like I've known you three forever, and we literally have met 3 times, and then Amber, we've met twice. So like when you put it, that's in that crazy, but it's so cool. You can come across people in your life that you just make instant connections with, and then and you get to carry it into so many different elements. Like I'm bringing all my friends to come see the farm at some point. So
yeah, when it's blooming, make sure you come when it's blooming.
We'll plan it at a proper time.
Okay.
That would be amazing. I'd love the excuse to steal you for a little bit and be like, okay, it's our turn.
Yes, yes, let's do it. We'll plan it. But
You've asked a lot of good questions. I'm going to check this to make sure that there's anything that I haven't missed yet. Because we talked about like your personalization. You talked about how like the Hyatt, like this Hyatt specifically, is different from other ones. I guess, what are like, you asked a question about like behind the scenes, but like, what do you think, like if I came to you and I wanted to start like the wedding process, what are things that you would tell people that aren't a normal knowledge?
Yeah.
Like advice or something to your guests?
Yeah. I think it's just taking your vision and finding the place that fits it the best. Because the one thing you never want to sacrifice is exactly what you're looking for. So let's talk wedding specific. When you come to a property like Hyatt Place Kent Narrows in Marina, it is a one-stop shop. You're going to come in on Friday night. You're going to park your car, check into the hotel. You have a room here. And then whether the wedding is Friday or Saturday, you'll walk downstairs straight to cocktail hour. All your tables, chairs, plates, napkins, linen, all of it's included. You don't really think about that when you're planning, right? A venue like our hotel and the event center, which we are in the process of soft branding it and calling it the Queen Anne Event Center. So it's Hyatt Place Kent Narrows and the Queen Anne Event Center. So you walk in and we have everything set for you. And that's all included in your cost. There's no additional cost for napkins and linen and plates and silverware, which is something you don't think about when you are planning an event of that large scale, where your mind is in so many different directions, because you're not just talking to us as the hotel and venue. They're talking to you. They're talking to hair and makeup. They're planning travel for family members. There's a lot going on. And then when you get hit with a bill that says you owe X amount of money for a fork and knives, you don't really think about that. So there's something special about a venue that can take care of everything from the start to finish.
Yep.
Right. So that's something you have to think about. And always the benefit of going to a destination is what you have to do on top of that. Right. So let's say the wedding's Saturday night. You could have your rehearsal dinner at one of the surrounding restaurants, which have private dining right on the water.
Yep.
How cool would it be to have a crab feast the night before your wedding for a rehearsal dinner at the crab deck, or do something a little out of the ordinary? Because a wedding, as much as it is for the couple, and it's the most important thing, you are also having a day to celebrate with your closest family and friends. So
well, you're also close to a lot of environmental things too.
Yeah,
so if somebody wants to go kayaking or hiking or ride the bike or any of those things, just to maybe take a break from all of the crazy, there's so many different things for so many different personalities.
Yep. There's a Sugar Doodles across the street.
There's a Sugar Doodles. I know, I follow them on social media.
So for people who are not local, what's a Sugar Doodles, Lizzie?
It is a ice cream, everything you could possibly think of, food shop, cafe kind of thing. They've got crepes, milkshakes, edible cookie dough, which I always get.
Wait a minute, you have to explain the milkshake.
Well, the milkshakes are like those crazy extreme ones. So like you got your like Lucky Charms and Fruity Pebbles and like your Rice Krispie treat in the top. Like
it comes with a whole Pop-Tart on top.
Yeah,
they're beautiful. They're like pieces of art.
Yeah, they are. But then I don't want to touch it, and then my stomach hurts after looking at it.
I know. I walked over because it's been so beautiful the last 2 days. I actually walked over to dessert first and got a coffee this afternoon. I was like, okay, that's my new walk every single day. Yeah, I don't need that much caffeine, but
but still, I mean,
I know.
I don't know. They're good people. We have one in Chestertown too. So
cool.
And it's the same family that owns four or five stores, I think.
I don't know.
They've got Centerville, Kent Island, Chestertown. I think another one in Kent Island, Amber.
I think there's 2 on Kent Island.
I don't know where the second one is, but they have them. And
and the ice cream
so
itself is actually good. Like, you know how sometimes you can get ice cream and you're like, okay, I had ice cream and it was good. This is like, I don't know, it's the right amount of like cookie dough in the cookie dough, the cookies and cream, like the right amount, like the butter toffee, like the toffee is just so good.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I'm not an ice cream junkie at all.
I know. I'm definitely, my choice is always coffee. It's like my favorite thing in the entire world. So but on top of it, like you said, there's so much experience driven things that we can do here in Kent Narrows, right? Like, think about charter boats, think about all the fun that you can have just being this close to the water. So there's lots to do, lots to build here, and it's going to be ever growing, and I'm excited to see what happens over the next couple of years of.
Well, and I love the fact that you mentioned earlier, and we've talked about it a couple times, that sunset is beautiful and all of that kind of stuff. But I just want to clarify, sunset there's nothing in the way of your view. It's beautiful. There's no other buildings. There's nothing.
Not a city in the background.
And there won't ever be.
Wide
right?
open
Like,
view.
That's the awesome part of it. And I'm lucky enough to be able to walk outside, and I'll take phone calls on the marina. I'll just, if I want to get outside and it's a beautiful day, I'll take my phone, I'll walk out there and just sit for a minute and you know, think about it through the guest's eyes. It's like I'm enjoying it just as much. So it's awesome.
Yeah. You've got firsthand experience.
And you all are
I bet
welcome.
you it was cold
anytime.
in January.
It was cold in January.
That wind can kick your butt.
It can get you. I know, but I went on a ski snowboard trip this January with very good friends and my husband, and we went to Banff, Canada, where it was a crazy cold front. I think the coldest it got was -39. So I've never felt anything like that before. So now when it was cold in January here, that was kind of warm. So when I came back,
that's true.
True. And it's one of those, like, again, it's one of those check off the bucket list kind of things.
Yeah. Now you can appreciate the cold in Maryland.
Exactly. But
and it's not your beach.
It's not my beach. I'm so ready for summer. I am so ready for summer. So, and I'm excited to see this place in the summer. Like I said, I joined the team in October here. I've been able to come to this property before I knew I was going to be the director of sales for a training event to help the team here with some of their other events when we had a grand opening party back in June. And I had no idea that I was going to be here, but believe it or not, I was taking people on tours of the hotel at that point too. So
That's cool.
You just take your skills from another property and bring it over here. But it's one of those things that I can't wait to see it as the seasons change, right? Because there's so much to offer at different times a year. So I haven't seen a beautiful spring summer season yet, and I know it's going to be crazy. I'm looking out at the marina right now, and every day there's more boats. So I know
that dock will be full.
Yeah, I know the seasons are changing and summer is coming. So
4th of July, I would love to chat with you then and be like,
okay. I know. Well, come over and we have this awesome lobby bar that looks out towards the water, and then you can take your drink out onto the veranda and just enjoy the sunset. So that's what we'll plan for our next get together.
I like it. I like it. I'm in.
That's perfect.
Perfect.
Well, I think we covered all of the questions that we had listed out, and other ones from Mom that popped up.
And we talked about ice cream.
Yes, we always talk about ice cream. Do you have any questions for us?
No, it's just been so fun getting to know you all. I think that makes it easy coming to a new area, is meeting people like you and feeling welcomed. And I just appreciate all you have done for our property. And I mean, we should tell everyone that you were part of the Great Wedding Giveaway, right?
Yes.
Where
that was awesome.
We did give away a wedding this past weekend here at Hyatt Place Kent Narrows and Marina, and Wildly Native is very kind to donate their services to the winning couple as well. So we got to watch an extremely deserving couple win a wedding this weekend on stage.
And a dad that was jumping up and down.
Yeah.
I was so excited.
It was just so cute. And his fiance couldn't make it, and because she was already on her second 12-hour shift at the hospital. So we're going to watch that all come together. So maybe after the wedding takes place, I'll hop back on the podcast and we can talk about that.
That would be so much fun.
Yeah.
I do have one question that
Sure.
I don't think we've asked a guest in a few weeks now.
Okay.
If you had to pick a flower, what flower would you be?
Oh my gosh. That is tough. Okay. I feel like I should ask you all. What flower would I be? I think daisies are beautiful. I love tulips. So just going off of what I like, we'll say those two. That would be fun. You guys can start like pinging your friends for what flower they are.
Yep.
Based on personality
100% all the time.
Perfect. That's a good question. I like that though.
We always tried to add that in on like the bottom of the blog post. So it's like, what flower do you think she is?
Yeah.
So we'll have it listed at the bottom.
Perfect.
All right. Well, we appreciate it. I'm going to close this out now. All right, guys, you can catch us on Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, all of the places under Wildly Native Flower Farm. Or
TikTok.
TikTok too. Or the Flower Files.
Yes.
We are on Buzzsprout, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Audible.
Yes.
I almost said Patreon again. We're on Audible. You can listen to us every Tuesday. Sometimes we might have
7 a.m. in the morning. While I'm already in here for a half hour, and I'm like, okay, the podcast goes up in like a half hour. I can get these things done, and then it's gonna go up, and I gotta post Instagram. So just know before it goes up, Lizzie has been in the building.
We love you all. We hope to see you before audio. So talk to you again next week. Have a great week. We love you.
Bye. Have a good week, you guys.
Hey guys, just dropping a line to tell you about Patreon.
So I asked them, meaning Mom and Amber, what is Patreon anyway? Because I honestly had no idea. So we're going to explain it to you from our perspective so that you understand and so that I understand.
Because the first time I saw it, I was like, Patron? We're drinking tequila? Great. So Patreon is for less than a cup of coffee, those fancy coffees that y'all like, a day. You can sign up to become one of our members.
A little family.
Exactly. And what does that get us?
It gets us some freebies, some special episodes that other people do not get access to. You can interact with us on a special platform where we can ask you questions and interact with you. It's tons of fun.
Mm-hmm. And even on those special episodes, we might be less censored than we are already. And we're going to have a couple fun ones that we can just kind of throw in there and talk about and laugh and go on tangents and have fun. So I hope that you all enjoy it because we're going to have fun along the way. We're crazy excited.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Back to the episode now. Bye.
Gracias.